Hey YouTube, what's up? So I wanted to talk about an upgrade for the tank actually. Now before I get into too much details, I wanted to tell you guys the upgrade for this tank, it will, at least 6 months away, so please don't be, waiting at your subscription box, refreshing the page, waiting for some upgrade video to be coming soon. It'll be at least 6 months, at the most a year, probably, so yeah, like I said, please don't be waiting for one anytime soon, because it won't be out anytime soon. Now, I had a few people asking me about the upgrade. I did mention it in one of my videos. I'm not sure which one I mentioned it in. Now, first I'm going to talk about what size tank I'll be upgrading this tank to. It'd be at least 150 gallons, preferably 180 gallons, 6 feet long at least, maybe even 7 feet long. So, I really, to me, I like the tanks to be a little bit longer, opposed to that, tall tanks or wide tanks or whatever. I like them to be longer. More swimming room, more, fish such as tangs, butterflies, things like that. Anthias, they like to have that long space to, go that way, then repeat it. They don't like to, whatever, length is important with tanks. So it would be 150 to 180 gallons probably. It really depends on two things: how much money I have at the time, and how large the house is that we're moving in, because we will be moving into a different house, and that's why I'll be upgrading. Now, what kind of fish will I be keeping? I'll be keeping a couple tangs, powder blue tang, purple tang, Destrogeny, sailfin tang. So probably only 3 other tangs. All these fish will be going there, and the 2 orange clowns from my 24-gallon will be going in there too. I'd be keeping 1 or 2 reef-safe butterflies, probably like a Atlantic long snout butterfly and a pyramid butterfly, and then 1 or 2 large angels, a Bellis angel and maybe a male spot breast angel or something like that. Maybe even a majestic angel, because they're one of my favorite fish, and they have a really a better track record in reef tanks than other large angels. And it would be a full-blown reef. It'd be, LPS, softies, clams, anemones, some NPS, some of that hardier NPS, such as the purple gorgonian, stuff like that. And a lot of SPS as well. It would definitely have a lot of SPS. The tank would definitely, be different. That's what I'm kind of aiming for with this upgrade. I did it to a degree with this tank, but I really want to go, full-blown reef with that upgrade. I really want to push the envelope. I don't want to do anything dangerous to the fish's well-being or anything like that, but I definitely want to, maybe keep some fish that are unusual, or you don't see in a lot of tanks. Maybe keep some quote non-reef safe fish in a reef tank. Try to test that out. I really want to experiment with this tank, with this upgraded tank. I want to do a lot of stuff like that. Like I said, the majestic angel, it's not necessarily a reef-safe fish. It's not exactly considered a reef-safe fish, but it tends to have a better track record, so it wouldn't be like I was, sealing the fate of my corals. I would just be testing it that way. So I would be pushing the envelope. I would make the aquascape unique. I'd probably have 3 different islands, opposed to, just a wall of rocks or anything like that. Not that I have that now, but, I definitely want to do something a little bit different. Yeah, and full LEDs. The tank will be full LEDs. Now the skimmers are a highly important thing for any reef or for any saltwater tank. I might be still using this alongside the other skimmer, but I might just be selling this skimmer. The skimmer I'd be upgrading to would be the High Door Performer skimmer, which is definitely oversized. It definitely is oversized for 150 or 180 gallon tank. It's rated for like 300 gallon, moderately stocked tanks. So yes, that would be considered overkill to some people. However, the way I set up my tanks, I like to have a larger skimmer than, maybe recommended or whatever, because what a lot of people don't realize, I heard this from a couple different people, skimmers only remove around 35% of waste in the tank. That means, so if you let's say you buy a protein skimmer for a tank that is 75 gallons, the skimmer's rated for 75 gallon tanks, it'd only be removing around 35% of the waste in the aquarium. opposed to if you added, double that, or you added a much larger skimmer, you could be taking out, 50%, 75%. That's the reason I get larger skimmers than maybe some other people, because I like to have that kind of cushion to kind of fall back on. I want to, if I can't keep up with my water changes or can't do this and that and the other thing, I'd still have that larger skimmer to help, reduce the amount of maintenance I have to do as a fish keeper. Yeah, so high door performer. Mr. Saltwater Tank uses his on his 235 gallon tank. He says they're good. I trust his opinion on things for sure. And yeah, they overall they have a lot of good reviews. The price isn't horrible. It's around 500 something, which is, I think, definitely a good price for what I want it for. And yeah, so just I'm gonna let you guys know. Yeah, and like I said, all the fish will be going there. The corals from this tank will be going there. My sand, my rocks both from this tank and the 75 gallon tank will be going there. So, and I'd probably be using this 75 gallon tank as a sump, because for me, it's bigger is better with anything. Whether it be the tank, the skimmer, the sump. Some people say, oh, the size of the sump doesn't matter. That's true to an extent, but for me, at least, when I have a sump, I really don't. I wish this sump was bigger. It's probably around 24 inches long and probably 12 inches wide and probably around 18 inches tall, something like that. And I really do wish it was larger, because sumps provide a lot of different services for your tank. You house the equipment in there. You can set up a refugium if you want to in there. And of course, refugiums are always more effective when they're larger. If a fish is causing trouble in your tank, you can isolate them down there. I can't really do that comfortably in my sump. If I were to take a fish out, I would not feel comfortable with housing or keeping one down here for any amount of time. It's just not a large enough space that I'd feel like it would be a good place to house a fish for any amount of time. So yeah, the 75 gallon tank that you see here would most likely become the sump / refugium on that 150 to 180 gallon tank. So yeah, I just wanted to come at you with that real quick. Like the video if you like it. Please leave a comment if you have anything to say at all. You know what, guys? I actually wanted to start some questions. I started this back when I didn't have many subscribers, and I think it would be more, it would be better to start it now. I have more subscribers, more viewers, things like that. Questions. So today's question would be, this video's question would be, what's your favorite tang? It doesn't matter. If you could have any tang and have it, live in your tank, you wouldn't have to worry about it dying or anything like that. What would that be? For me, it would be the powder blue tang. Those are absolutely beautiful fish in my opinion. I really wish my tank was large enough to house one, but they are ick prone, but they're just definitely my favorite. Definitely worth the risk. Love powder blue tang. So yeah, what's your favorite tang? If you could keep any tang, what would it be? Drop in the comment section below. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button, and thanks for watching. Comment, rate, and subscribe. Thanks, guys. Bye.